Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, my name is Brandon.
And my name is Heidi, and we're here with another video for you guys.
We are super excited about today's video because we are going to be showing you all of the pins that we traded for on our Walt Disney World trip. So let's get into all of that right now.
So all these pins that we're going to be showing you today, we traded for at the parks, at resorts. They had open boards as well as mystery boards set up. So that's where we got all these pins from.
Yes, and we're going to show you all of the pins first that we're keeping that we traded for. And then at the end, we'll do an overview of all of the pins that we have up for trade because there are so many pins. I feel like we had really good luck because we traded for so many pins.
Yeah, and we brought a lot of our traders that were we're having no luck with trading here online, and then switched them out for new pins.
So keep in mind, all of these pins were on boards or mystery box little drawers. And if you didn't know how they do it now at Disney, there's not as many pin trading locations as in the past, but I think when we went, they kind of were adding more and there was more and more locations. They had lots of big boards or like little square boxes where you'd pick two numbers and they'd pull it out. So if you've seen those videos, you'll know what we're talking about, but you'll see those in our vlogs as well. So these two first pins are Star Wars pins, and we, like, up until this trip didn't really collect any Star Wars, and now I feel like we have to get a few because of Rise of the Resistance. So Heidi found this one on a board. I don't know where you found it, but
it was in Animal Kingdom. It
is so cool. It's a pass holder pin, limited release from when Galaxy's Edge opened, and it says cleared for landing 2019 Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. This was on a board. It is incredible to me that this was on a board. We got to trade for it. It is such a beautiful pin. You can see in the back there, it says pass holder, Star Wars, really cool. And then sticking with the theme of Star Wars, we wanted one to commemorate Star Tours because it's a ride that we rode a ton, and it is a pin of C-3PO, which is really fun as well because he's like the main guy in that ride.
The next pin that we found on the board was actually from a mystery box set that we purchased to try to get more pins from, but we found this one on the board first, and it's of Bolt, and it says be brave like Bolt, and so this is from the BU series where they have a bunch of pins that say be something like this character. So this was a cool one to find as well.
We also lucked out and found a lot of Christmas pins, which was really fun. So this one is from a mystery box that they had none of while we were there. So we were so excited to find one on the boards. It's like that Christmas Cuties collection. And this one is of Mickey holding a cup of hot cocoa with a tree behind. He's got those rosy cheeks. We wanted to get some of these and thought that we could pick some up on the trip, but then they didn't have any. So we're glad that we found this one on a board.
Then we also have this one, which is super cool. It's a limited edition of 750 from 2008.
On a board.
Again, I don't understand why someone would trade this because it's really nice, but it's Donald dressed up in his Christmas gear, and he's kind of leaning on a little snowman there. So this one was a really cool one to find, and we found this one at Hollywood Studios.
Yes, and I was gonna say, speaking of Hollywood Studios, we should share the places that we found like the most pins or that we had the best time trading for. That would be one of them, which was the store where they do like the photo pass.
Yeah, right at the front on the left when you enter.
And they have a big board there, so many pins on there, and then Tatooine Traders in Hollywood Studios had a big board and a mystery like drawer board.
Yes, and that's at the exit of Star Tours.
Yes, so these two pins are sock pins, Christmas socks. This was also like I think just open edition set.
Stockings.
Oh yeah, stockings, not socks. Christmas stockings. I'm looking at them and I'm like, these are just socks. Christmas stockings. And this one is of Daisy and Goofy. So you can see them on there. I wanted to get these as well, but then like we never had them at our Disney stores because they closed obviously, and the parks didn't have them. So super cool to find these ones.
Then we also have this hidden Mickey pin. I remember when we went on our last trip, I had a few of these, but then I traded for them. But I really love this one. It's like the present series, and this particular one is of Pluto, and I just think it's like so small and so cute. There's like the little paw print there, and I love the colors of it. So we're keeping this one in our Christmas collection.
This next one I'm gonna show is one that Haley and Tommy traded for, and then I traded for this pin that they traded for, because I love it, and it commemorates us meeting them at Animal Kingdom, and it says adventure awaits Disney's Animal Kingdom, and it has Pluto on it. This is from a mystery box from Animal Kingdom. Nice big pin. So Haley and Tommy, thank you for trading this one so I could trade for it because it holds a special memory in our hearts.
This next pin, I'm not actually sure where it's from or like what it's supposed to be. It says it's from 2009 and it's a Mickey pin, but he's dressed up in like rain gear, a yellow rain jacket, and the little hat covers his ears. It's really cute, and an umbrella as well. So I traded for this pin because I thought it was cool. I don't really know about it. So if anyone does know about it, you can let us know below in the comments.
Yes, I was gonna say any of the pins that we kind of like aren't too sure about, if you know, let us know in the comments down below. This next pin is from the Up like mystery box collection, which we're collecting. And this is of Charles Muntz, I think his name is, from Up. He's like the villain. I don't know if we have this one, so we're gonna keep it and then check our Up collection. But there he is. It's nice to find like nice mystery box pins on the boards.
We also traded for this little ghost Mickey pin because we have a Halloween pin collection and I thought this one would be a good addition to that.
And then this next pin is actually of Piglet, and it was an open edition pin that they had at the Disney store, but we never picked it up. So it is of Piglet laying in some flowers. And if you didn't know, we have a Winnie the Pooh collection. So this one is gonna be perfect to go in there.
So those are our shared pins that we picked up on this trip. And then Brandon and I picked up pins separately that we're gonna put in our own particular collection. So we'll go over those next.
So I'm gonna go first. These two pins are of a character who on this trip I refound my love for. I always knew that I loved him, but now it's just even more confirmed. It is Donald Duck. I think he is awesome and so funny, and these are two pins of him that I just had to keep. Heidi actually traded for both of them for me. So we have Donald Duck right here. This one down here like is just like a random pin. It says Disney on the back, so I'm not too sure what it's from. This one up here is from that new like birds series that they have. It's a mystery box. So Donald's kind of like flying there, which I think is really cute. So I don't have any pins of just Donald plain by himself. So those are perfect. And then this pin is super random, but it kind of goes with Donald. If you've seen Mickey's PhilharMagic, which is a show that I now absolutely love, it is so good. I have this pin of the broom and buckets from Fantasia. And if you don't know, there's a scene in Mickey's PhilharMagic where he takes a bucket from a little broom. I think it's hilarious, so that's gonna go with my Donald Duck pins.
The first group of pins that I'm gonna be showing off is one that I saw one pin from this set and I was like, those are so cute. And then I started seeing more and more of them. So I was like, well, why don't I just try to complete the set? And I did. So this is a newer pin set at the parks that's for sale there right now. And these are the pins that I got from it. So we have a taco. I'll show these ones
first. Those. I was like, this isn't really working.
Yeah, taco, pizza, and a burger. And then the other three are a little macaroon, a cupcake, and ice cream. And so these 6 all come together and I found them all at different places in the park. And I even got a few extra in the traders.
Yep.
So if anyone's interested in trading for these cute pins, you can hit us up on Instagram at SunnyTimes2.
I also lucked out on getting some pretty cool Marvel pins while we were there, and that's a collection that I've wanted to grow like a lot. So these are 2 pins that I actually already had that I traded for like early on in our online pin trading, and I don't know why that I did, but they're just little heads. They come from Disney Movie Rewards.
You traded them away.
Oh yes, traded them away. Sorry, did I say traded for?
You traded for,
Oh, sorry, I traded them away, which was a mistake, but they're from Disney Movie Rewards, and it is a head of Spider-Man and Hulk. And I love these. I love Spider-Man's blue eyes. So they're like little like emoji looking pins almost. So those ones are really cool. The next 2 pins are from a Marvel mystery box, and they are of Spider-Man and Ant-Man. I don't know if I have the Ant-Man one, but I know for sure that I don't have the Spider-Man one. So I traded for these ones. There they are. We have Ant-Man and Spider-Man. Super cool looking. I love that style. And the Spider-Man one is perfect because we actually saw Spider-Man No Way Home at Disney Springs. So that's a fun one to have. And the last 2 Marvel pins are super cool. This one is an Iron Man head from Hong Kong Disneyland, which is really fun. There he is on there. Heidi actually traded for this one for me on like a pool, like floaty thing that a lifeguard had. And
it was like a mystery, so she said, you can just trade for it and you won't be able to see it and you'll have to take it. So I said, well, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
And it was perfect. It worked out. And then this one, no clue what this is from. It's gotta be like Loungefly or something, but it is so cool because it just says Marvel on the back. It is a Black Panther pin, and it's a panther head with Black Panther inside of it. I think it is such a nice pin. So cool. This was like early on in our like park days, and I was shocked because it is such a cool pin.
The next 3 pins that I have, I was very excited about because I have a new favorite ride. It's Tower of Terror, Flight of Passage, Tower of Terror. I love them both so much. And it was the first time I rode Flight of Passage, and I think it was like the next day after I rode it for the first time, I had found this pin, and I was very excited because in Pandora, they don't sell like Flight of Passage pins for some reason. They're all like Avatar or just Pandora general pins. So I found this one and I was so excited. It's Flight of Passage and it says it on like a Banshee. And yeah, this is like one of my favorite pins because again, I love Flight of Passage. So if anyone has any Flight of Passage pins to trade, please let me know. This next one I was also really excited to get because I actually both of us traded on this board. And then when we were walking back by it like 20 minutes later, I saw this pin and I was like, oh my gosh, I want that so bad. But you're only supposed to trade 2 pins at the board, but then the cast member,
she was so nice.
She was nice and she let me trade for this one, which was my 3rd pin to trade. And this one was for sale in the Pandora like gift shop there at the end of Flight of Passage. And it says Avatar on it. And I was just super excited to find this on a board and to be able to trade for it. And this last pin, it's not a Pandora or Avatar pin, but I just pretend that it is because it looks like one.
Yes, it does.
So this is a limited edition of 550 from 2016, and it's actually from the Pete's Dragon, like live action. They released like a 3-pin set because I looked it up. And this is what it looks like. So it's got like the dragon on there and it says free to fly, but it just gives me like Pandora vibes and Avatar vibes, so I just pretend that it's a Banshee. And I traded for this one actually with a girl who in front of me was pin trading.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and that's right. I traded 2 pins with her, so that was really fun because right now you can't trade with cast members. So that was kind of like the experience without actually being able to trade with cast members.
So since we're on newfound love for new attractions, my new favorite attraction, which I said before, is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. If you have not rode it yet, I hope that you get to someday because it is so good. I just had the best time. So these are hidden Mickey pins that I had the whole collection of, and I traded them away because I didn't like super love them, and now I want them all back. And I got 4 out of the 6 of them on this trip. So they are of the characters from the Mickey shorts, and you can see Heidi has Minnie and Pluto, and then I have Goofy and Daisy right here. And these are from the Mickey shorts, like I said, but they also are the same style that they are on the Mickey and Minnie's ride. So I'm just missing Mickey and Donald, and then my set will be complete once again. And then this one I was super stoked about because I didn't even like see this on the board.
Yeah.
And then Heidi goes, "Are you trading for any?" And I go, "No." And she goes, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then she trades for this one and shows me after and goes, "It was on the board." And I was shocked. It's a Wishables pin of Engineer Goofy, actually Employee of the Month, Engineer Goofy. And there he is, super cute looking. Now I just need the other one that goes with Mickey and Minnie's, which is Chubby the Bird. So I hope that I can get that one because they didn't really have a lot of like Mickey and Minnie's merch and no pins. So I'm so glad to have this one.
The next pins that I traded for, you might think are really random because I feel like they are, but we saw Country Bear Jamboree for the first time on this trip. Was it your first time?
Yeah, first time, never seen it before.
It was my first time as well. And it was like so funny and like we didn't expect it to be like what it was.
And it's pretty inappropriate too, which is really funny.
Yeah. And so I traded for these because I started seeing like one and then I was like, well, why don't I just try to get the set? Because I think that they're really detailed and actually very nice pins.
They are really nice pins.
So these are hidden Mickey pins. We have 4 of them. I actually don't know how many there are, probably like 6 altogether.
Yeah, like I think there's one more and then like
the chaser.
Yeah, which is a big owl, but it's like not colored.
Yeah, and then the one more that I'm missing is like the 3
Yes, the 3 girls, yeah.
So I'll have to get that one and then I can have the set completed. But I was super excited to see those on the board. And then, I don't know, I think it's just because they're like teddy bears and I like teddy bears. So maybe that's why I like it so much. But I just really like the look of the pins and I saw these and found both of them. So I also traded for these, and these are the Wishables of the Country Bears. So I was super excited to find both of them, and I'm gonna have like, I guess like a mini Country Bears collection, which is fun.
So sticking with the parks pins, this is an open edition pin of Disney's Hollywood Studios, which is my favorite park. Not sure if it's your favorite park anymore. We're so about that with you. It's still my favorite though. So I'm so happy to have this pin. It says Disney's Hollywood Studios, Mickey there with one of those, like, I'm not sure what they're called, but I love any Hollywood Studios pin, so this one's perfect. And then this pin was the pin that I was the most shocked to find on a board, because we wanted this mystery box so bad and they are nowhere to be found, along with a lot of the other 50th merchandise. So to find one of these on a board, I literally was like, are you serious? That's one from like the 50th set. And it is of Madame Leota, and she just looks so cool. And these pins are so much bigger than I thought. Like, this pin is huge, like for like a mystery box pin. And on the back, I'm gonna show you, it's kind of like a gold color, and then it has like the 50th Castle logo there. You can see it down there. I was just like so excited to get this pin, and I hope that one day we can get more of them.
And then the last little collection of pins that I got from this trip, before we get into the kind of random pins that we picked up, is another very random collection. But again, I just like the aesthetic and the look of them. So I got one, and then I got another, and I was like, maybe I'll keep like a little collection. So these are a Figment. So I found 4 Figment pins in total. And so these are the first 2. They're both hidden Mickey pins. This one, it almost looks like he's like coming out of the wall.
Yeah.
And then this one, he's like wearing his little yellow shirt, which reminds me of like the little shoulder Figment that you can get at the parks, which is very cute. And then these are the 2 other pins. So this, I think, was one of the first Figment pins I found. It's of an umbrella, and I guess it's from like a series. I honestly haven't seen it.
No.
But I thought it was so cute, and I love the colors. And then I love this pin because it says Grateful on it, and I think it's just so cute. So then when I got 4 pins, I was like, well, I might as well just keep them because I just love the color of them and the look of them.
And now we have some random pins. We're just gonna kind of go back and forth and show them off. This one is really cool. And I'm so happy that I found it. It is an LE of 1500, and it's from the 50th anniversary of Disneyland, and it is just a simple pin of the face of Walt Disney. I think it is so cool because you rarely like ever see pins of Walt Disney. We have none, so I feel like this one is perfect with like the Walt Disney World parks pins.
I found actually a Disneyland Paris pin, which is crazy. And so this is a Marie head, and I love it because it has like the pink bow. And again, I love Marie, and I just love her like pink aesthetic. Pink's my favorite color. So I was super excited to have this one because I have a little Aristocats collection. I
found this pin, which is like a portrait, and I think they must have done all the princesses, but it is of Princess Tiana, and it just looks really cool, pretty detailed. You can see like a side portrait view of her. So that'll be perfect for my Princess and the Frog collection.
This next pin, Haley actually traded for, and then I asked because she was gonna trade it away, and I asked if I could have it, and I think we either traded or she probably just gave it to me.
Yeah.
So this is from a series that, again, I'd never seen, but it's like a sock series where they have 2 different characters on socks. So this one is of Olaf and Bruni, and this will go great in my Frozen collection.
I have a pin here. It's a hidden Mickey pin, and it is like a Maui series. And I had a few of these before, but then they ended up all being scrappers. This one, like, I know is real because it's very clear, very heavy, and a really nice pin. It is of Maui holding like a sail with the wind blowing through. And these are pins of all kind of his like tattoos that are on his body. If you didn't know, I really love Maui. He's one of my favorite Disney characters. And I just thought this pin was so detailed and so perfect.
This next pin that I got is actually from a mystery box that was a limited release mystery box. And it's of a character from Hocus Pocus, and it's of Mary. So I was excited to find this one because we love Hocus Pocus and we have a Halloween collection and are trying to grow it. So I thought that this would be a cool pin to have. And it's really nice. It's got like shimmers on it, and I'm excited to add this one to the collection.
The next pin I'm going to show is a Tsum Tsum pin of one of my favorite Disney characters. It is of Baloo. He looks so great on there, and this one's actually perfect as well because Pop Century has a big, huge like Mowgli and Baloo, so it's a double meaning pin, which I love.
This next pin I got because it reminds me of my Nuimo that I have. And it's of Daisy, and this literally looks exactly like the Nuimo. I think it's so cute. It's one of the Tsum Tsum pins, and I just love it. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it 100%, but I think it's adorable, so I probably will.
And then the last pin that I'm gonna show is from The Lion King, and I think this is when they did hidden like Disney pins when they switched over, but it was heads of characters from The Lion King, and this one is of Pumbaa, who's my favorite character from The Lion King. So this one's perfect. I think they're so well detailed, super nice, and just a very simple pin.
The last 3 pins that I have are very random, so I'll just show you them quickly. There is one of this butterfly that I found, and it's pink and has hidden Mickeys on his or her wings. I don't know what this is from, but I thought it was very cute, and so I just ended up trading for it. I also have this hidden Mickey pin, and it's of, is that Mickey? It is Mickey. Yeah. I wasn't sure if it was Mickey or Minnie now looking at it on the screen. And it says Disney's Topiary on it. And again, I don't know why I traded for this pin. I just thought it was really cool and different, so I wanted to trade for it. And the last pin of the pins that we are keeping from those that we traded for at Walt Disney World is this one. Again, I'm unsure if I'm keeping this one. It's of Cheshire Cat, and it's like the balloon series. I really think this series is so cute. There's like a Baymax one that I want.
Yes.
So I think that I'll keep this one as like a reminder of the parks and like the Mickey balloons at the parks. Yeah. But it was kind of random, and I thought it was really cute.
So now we are going to just do a quick little panning overview of all of the pins that we traded for, but we are not keeping, and they're pins that will be up for trade online or when we go back to the parks. So here you go. Here are all the other pins that we traded for.
So that's everything that we have for today. Let us know down below in the comments which pin that we showed off today was your favorite.
Yes, and if you need any help, like if you're going to Disney trading pins and you want to know where we found some boards or where we lucked out because we took like pictures of where you can find them, hit us up on Instagram at sunnytimes2 and we'll gladly share that information with you. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you're new, consider subscribing for more Disney content just like this, pins, hauls, vlogs, and unboxings, and be sure to ring that notification bell so you never miss a new video from us.
And remember, it's always sunny.